If you're looking for a fun and colorful dessert that everyone will love, you gotta try this fruit pizza. To make the crust, we're going to make one giant sugar cookie. Add a half a cup of softened butter and 2/3 cup of granulated sugar. Cream them together on medium-low speed until it's light and fluffy, about 2 minutes. Whipping in air is going to give a nice tall and tender cookie crust. Add 1 large egg and a half teaspoon of vanilla extract. Mix on medium-high speed until combined, about 30 seconds. Sift together 1½ cups of all-purpose flour with 3/4 teaspoons of baking powder. This helps to evenly distribute the fine particles. Add a 1/4 teaspoon of kosher salt. Now whisk to combine. Add the flour mixture to the butter mixture. Pulse this about 8 times so the flour doesn't get everywhere. Mix on low speed until the dough just comes together, about 10 to 15 seconds. Wow, this is perfect. The dough is compacting together and it's not overmixed because you don't want a tough cookie. Transfer the dough to a piece of plastic wrap. Form this into a 1/2 inch round disc. To firm up the dough, we're going to refrigerate this for 30 minutes or freeze for 15. You could even make this in advance 5 days ahead. The dough is firm but pliable. We're going to roll it out. Place it on a greased pizza pan. This is 12 inches in size. Lightly dust a rolling pin and roll the dough out to about 1/3 inch thick. See any cracks, just press it back together. You could also use your hands to press the dough out. The goal is to get it to about a 10-inch circle. We want nice, thick slices. My kids get so excited about making this fruit pizza, and it's so much easier to roll out than having to make individual cookies. Bake this in the oven at 350 degrees until the surface is nice and dry and the edges are lightly golden brown, about 16 to 18 minutes. Wow, this giant cookie is gorgeous. It's nice and dry on the surface, and you don't want to overcook it or it's going to get really crispy. We want it to be really nice and sliceable. Let this cool completely for about 30 to 60 minutes before adding the toppings. The frosting is made with just 4 ingredients, but it's really critical what temperature the cream cheese and the butter is at. The butter should be at about 65 degrees. This ensures that when it's whipped, it's going to hold the air so that you have a nice light and fluffy frosting. The cream cheese should be at a similar temperature so that it incorporates easily with the other ingredients. Press your finger, and if it leaves an indent and gives some resistance, it's ready. Add a 1/2 cup of softened butter and 2 cups of powdered sugar. Mix on low speed for about 30 seconds. Increase the speed to medium, mixing until light and fluffy, about 1 minute. Add half of the cream cheese, 4 ounces. Mix on medium speed for 15 seconds. Add the remaining 4 ounces of cream cheese. After 15 seconds of mixing, add a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. Mix for 15 seconds on medium speed. Wow, the frosting is super smooth, rich, and creamy. You can make this 5 days ahead of time. Just refrigerate in an airtight container or freeze for up to 1 month. Now we're ready to frost the pizza. To build the fruit pizza, you need about 2½ to 3 cups of fruit. It's so easy to customize. I'm going to go with a tropical fruit flavor. I'm going to serve the pizza directly on the pizza tray. It's a really fun way to serve it, or you can transfer it now to a plate. Spread on a generous amount of the cream cheese frosting. You want a nice and thick layer. You're most likely going to have a little extra, so you can save that to use for another dish. You can use store-bought frosting. You can use a buttercream or chocolate or whatever your favorite flavor is, but I really like the taste of homemade cream cheese frosting. Wow, this is the biggest frosted cookie. Your family is going to love it. Make sure to leave about a 1/2 inch border along the edges. If you're wondering about a shortcut for the sugar cookie, you can buy store-bought products about 1 pound and then just add it to the pizza tray. Now for the fun part, let's add the fruit. You can decorate however you like. I like to place some strawberries around the edges. During the summer for 4th of July, I like to add red and blue fruits. Now add the slices of kiwi, follow the circular pattern, layer on the pineapple. I have a video tutorial for how to cut a pineapple, and I'll link to that in the comment section below. Now the orange segments. I like to make a star pattern. Make sure that the fruit is dry on the surface so that the cookie doesn't get soggy. To the center, add some blueberries and grapes. Time to cut a slice. Now that you know how to make a stunning fruit pizza, what toppings would you add? Leave a comment below. Ooh, this looks so good. For the full recipe, make sure to check out jessicagavin.com. See you in the next video.